Good morning. Pastor Scott with you back on this Thursday morning. Got a little white stuff yesterday, kind of a surprise, but really we shouldn't be surprised. We live in Montana, right? Um, if you don't like the weather, just wait a few minutes. It'll probably change. Hey, I just wanted to check in with you and let you know that I haven't forgotten about you. As a matter of fact, I think about you frequently, and I long for the day when we can gather again for Bible studies and for our worship service, for our fellowship time downstairs before worship service. Didn't realize how much I took those things for granted. Maybe you're feeling the same way. Just the ability to see each other face to face, to shake hands, to give hugs, to really communicate and to be community with one another. I miss that, and I long for the day when we can be together again. It's coming. Don't despair. It's coming. We'll get through all this like we always do, and it'll remind us. It'll be a good thing for us as we realize how precious are those times together in Christ, depending upon the Spirit, reading His Word, singing God's praises, how precious those times are. And we do tend to take that for granted, don't we? I know even I do. Um, I do miss preaching to you, but more than anything, I just miss being with you. So, all that being said, I heard something this morning. Actually, I read it this morning, and it struck me as pretty profound. It said, God isn't calling us to church, He's calling us to be the church. And I thought, that's amazing. That's so true. Um, God isn't calling us as Christians just to gather together. He's asking us to be like Jesus, to fulfill our commission wherever we are, whatever situation we're facing. He's asking us to be the church. And I was thinking about the passage in Mark chapter 10, verse 45, where it says, "For even the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and to give His life as a ransom for many." Being the church really could be summed up in one word: service. Throughout the history of the church, what we've been known for is how in difficult times, in times when the world around us was struggling for hope and for help, the church stepped up. The church went out into the streets and helped sick people that nobody else would care for. The church gave and provided for people when they couldn't provide for themselves. The church was an example of courageousness and faith in times of fear and in times of confusion. And we need to be that right now. You say, well, how can I do that, Pastor? Well, first of all, if you aren't able to get out of your house for whatever reason, you can pray. What could be a greater form of serving those you love and those around you than by taking their needs, the needs you see around you, to the throne of heaven and taking them to the creator of the universe? Maybe your neighbors are physically struggling right now. Maybe they're ill. Pray for them. Maybe they've lost jobs. Maybe they've had their hours cut back severely and financially they're struggling. Pray for them. Maybe they're worried about their family. Pray for them. Pray for our communities. Pray for our leaders, our government leaders in the state and on a federal level. Pray for our congressmen and senators and our president. Pray for the people all over the world who are going through everything we are, and many of them much worse. So one of the best ways you can serve is by taking 15, 20 minutes a day and just going to God in prayer. If by chance you can do more than that, then look around you. Are there people who could use just a little bit of your time? social distancing understood here. But maybe you have a neighbor who needs some of this white stuff shoveled uh, off their sidewalk or off their stairs. Just go over and do it. You don't have to ask for permission. Well, you probably do. But, just let them know, hey, I just want to do this for you, just to make things easier for you. Maybe there's somebody who needs some food, and you have a little extra, and you can share that with them. Whatever it is, find ways to serve. Maybe somebody needs a phone call. Maybe they're by themselves in their home all day, and they could just really use the opportunity to hear somebody's voice calling to say, hey, how are you? Just a 2-minute phone call could do so much for somebody. I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't waste the opportunities given to us by this situation, as difficult as it is. Don't waste the opportunity to serve, to be the church. Hey, I'm getting ready for another live stream sermon on Sunday. We'll be recognizing Palm Sunday. We'll be talking about Jesus and his entry into Jerusalem, and the hope that gives us. So tune in to twitch.tv/Frenchtown Community, and we'll be together the best way we can, even if it's virtual. So hang in there, keep praying, know that you are loved by God, you are loved by me. Sue passes along her greetings to all of you, and we will see you again soon. And always, if there's something we can do for you here, give me a call. Also, one last thing, so encouraged, so blessed by those of you who are remembering to support the church financially. Thank you so much. Your faithfulness is a huge blessing. Anyway, we will talk to you again soon.